Hey guys, want to bring you another YouTube video. Just recently ran into this article on Business Insider. I could put the link in the description on this article if you want to fully read it. But the title is U.S. tech firms like Uber, Lyft, and Doordash could pay gig workers up to 15% of their compensation in stock under a new proposal. So some of you guys know one of my side hustle with my wife is doing Uber Eats or Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, what's Postmates. So some of those driving gig economies, and especially with some of them growing during the pandemic, for the food delivery part, they are actually thinking about this again. Looks like this article was in November 25th, so just keep that in mind. But what it says is the pilot program for each tech firm employs food delivery workers or drivers could allow workers to get paid up to 15% of their compensation equity. Now, if that is true, I would want 15% as part of my pay because I think it could go up. You want that opportunity to have it go up. Now, if you do get that, just remember if you do get compensation equity in stocks, remember the short term and long term capital gains when it's sold. So, because then you could probably potentially get tax higher in that sense. So, again, I'm not a tax expert, but if you need to consult with a tax expert like a CPA, they would be able to explain that more. But that is the basics about long term. Is anything over 12 months, and then anything under 12 months, it's considered short term, and that's how you'll be taxed on. But if you hold on to it, it could be worth more in that sense too. So, U.S. tech firms including Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash could offer independent contractors up to 15% of the compensation stock under a new regulatory proposal. The proposal addresses heated debate in favor of allowing the fast-growing gig economy to enjoy more traditional benefits like job security. So, I guess they wanted to make it similar to like if it was a 401k, where you could get options to get stocks. Now, if you don't believe in the company or you don't think it's going to grow or anything like that, because remember, it can be a loss too. So, say if if a stock is $100 and it goes down to $50, now your pay is $50 if you need the cash. So, again, it's based on when you sold it and when you purchase it. So that's the risk you kind of take if you get that 15% equity pay. It is unclear if President-elect Joe Biden, new SEC pick, will finalize the pilot program. So that's going to be something we'll have to see after the administration is in place. U.S. app-based technology firms like Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash could offer equity compensation to their gig workers under a new SEC proposal announced Tuesday, which is in the past. So, again, DoorDash is worth a lot right now. For me, again, this is based on my opinion. I feel like DoorDash is kind of overpriced. If I had to choose any of them, I would probably invest in Uber because I think they have so many things that going for them that they could diversify. And so that's where I think there could be value in that sense, that it could go up. And that's where, again, if their stocks is pretty cheap, or you could do dollar cost averaging in that sense. And again, I've been more busy driving with Uber Eats lately, and especially with Postmates merging with Uber Eats, that's definitely going to help them to get more of the market share. So let's see what else that was interesting. Gig workers could not be paid in equity previously, but regular employees could. Yeah, so 15% again, it's very good. Food delivery workers have especially played. Yeah, that is one of their main things that they've been growing during this time, has been the food delivery. I think that's what's hurting with Lyft. They're not doing as much food delivery right now. So that and especially some people, like if you're in a state that's in lockdown, you can't really drive, or you can't really work in that sense, or there's a curfew, so you can't do anything regarding that. Let's see. Work relationships have evolved. Along with technology, and workers who participate in the gig economy have become increasingly important to the continued growth of the broader U.S. economy. So right here you can see the SEC proposal will be open to the a 60-day public comment period. So you saw the article, it said November 25th. So it sounds like we will have this going from December and January. So January 25th, potentially around there, in with a public comment period. And by then, Joe Biden would be in office. So I guess that's where we're going to find out. Again, that's going to be very interesting. Because then I would probably try push more, doing more of that. Again, everyone's situation would be different. You may not want the 15% equity. You might, because you may need the cash. But I feel like if you have the opportunity to be able to invest, especially you could hold some of it for long term, for any stock or investment, that's the best way. And maybe I can make another video, because you want the opportunity. That's how the wealthy and the rich grow, is that you have to own assets. And so a long time ago, I had an opportunity to get some Bitcoin at a very dirt cheap price. And maybe I can make a video about it, like what happened there. And that could be one of my biggest regrets on investing on Bitcoin, that I could have been doing a lot better if I took that opportunity. So sometimes you have to look for the opportunities, especially if it's presented. So again, both Uber and Lyft were sued earlier this year by the California Attorney General to enforce the labor law that requires their gig workers to receive the same benefits and treatments as employees. But the companies wanted a referendum called Proposition 22 that allowed them to continue compensating their app-based workers as independent contractors rather than workers on their payroll. So I was definitely glad that Prop 22 didn't pass, because I'd rather be an independent contractor, because I don't do that full time. I don't need the benefits in that, but I would like the 15% equity if it is presented to me, because then, again, I can hold on to it, but just gotta watch out for the tax implications. So, but if you have a loss in that sense, you could have that carry over potentially too. So you gotta consider that. So, again, consult with a CPA or a tax expert to see what's the better situation for you, and see if the equity what makes sense for you, because some people in their situation might be where they can't wait for that 15% equity and need that cash right away. So again, let me know what you think. If you do drive Uber and Lyft, would you take that 15% equity? Because I know that was one of the complaints that people were saying, well, the CEOs, executives are making a lot of money, especially during the IPO when it first released, and while you had the drivers helping them grow, so but didn't see any equity compensation. So again, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, and I do appreciate you viewing this, and especially go ahead again, comment if you would take the 15% equity, or if you would probably take the cash instead. So again, I do appreciate you watching the video, and again, together we could build better tomorrow.